So, good afternoon, welcome back to Football Heritage TV. All reports coming out of France last night and this morning are that Tottenham Hotspur are interested in signing 23-year-old French striker Arnaud Kalimuendo from Rennes. What do we know about the diminutive French striker? Well, we know that he's 23 and we know that his goal record is getting better and better with age. He moved to Rennes 3 years ago, and in his first year, he managed 7 goals. In his second year, 15 goals in all competitions, and this year, he's just got 19 goals in all competition, which includes 17 goals in 33 French Ligue 1 appearances. Now, this is a player that I didn't know too much about. So what I can't do is turn around and say, oh my God, I've seen him, he's sensational, Tottenham have to sign him, he's magnificent. But what we do have as football fans, what we do have is we have the internet at our disposal. Now, going and looking at his record, as I said, his goals per year are getting better and better. What we do know as well is that this guy finishes with his right foot, finishes with his left foot, and does purely play as a centre forward. So none of this down the right, down the left. This guy is purely a centre forward. And from the videos that I've seen, and again, always difficult when looking at videos, but with a striker, you can kind of see it, can't you? And from looking at the videos, for me, he is very, very Jermaine Defoe-like. He's small, got a low centre of gravity, likes to get shots away in the box, outside the box, likes to pick up that ball maybe 30 yards from goal and run at defenders, has very good close control with his right and left foot, likes to dribble at defenders, but can also drop deep and spray the ball about. And if you actually go and look at the stats for him over the years, his long passing is very, very good. He drops deep, sprays the ball about, goes to get it again, and has scored multiple goals. Now, what we do know is that Tottenham Hotspur, up front, I would say powder puff. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like Richarlison. I know a lot of people like Solanke. But I'm going to put this out there. For me, for a Champions League team, and yes, we are a Champions League team now, you shouldn't be going into a Champions League campaign with Richarlison and Solanke, neither of which are natural goal scorers. I think Solanke's got something like 38 goals in his Premier League career. Most of his goals have come in the lower leagues. Richarlison never had a season where he gets more than 13 Premier League goals. For me, we need a striker. And what I like about this guy, as I said, is that low centre of gravity. It's that ability to get shots off on goal with his right or his left with little backlift. And anybody who remembers Jermaine Defoe, so some of the younger fans won't, that's exactly what Jermaine did. He picked that ball up deep and he managed to get shots that more often than not hit the target, either scoring goals or forcing goalkeepers to make a save. And I think we need that. I think we need somebody that's dynamic, pacey, diminutive. At the moment, we've got the hard work of Richie, the hard work of Solanke. For me, neither of them are what I would call a natural goal scorer. Neither of them, when they get the ball, do I think they're going to shuffle it out their feet and rifle shots at goal. Both of them work hard. They press. And everyone goes, oh, you need that. And you do. But working hard should be a prerequisite for a Premier League footballer. That should not be the outstanding skill. That should not be your one quality. For those two strikers who cost Spurs a combined 115 to 120 million pounds. Now, a lot of the reports are saying that Kalimuendo will cost in between 35 to 40 million euros. He's got 2 years left on his contract. And he has started to garner a lot of interest from across Europe. We know that Frankfurt put in a bid for him last January. We know that other clubs such as Newcastle and Villa are apparently interested in him as well. But already I'm seeing Spurs fans do what Spurs fans do best. He's a nobody. Why is he a nobody? What, because we didn't know about him? Sure, go and do some homework then. Why is he a nobody? Oh, he's French, right? Oh, they're all poor, the players we buy from France. What? So we're saying because Nkudu and Nji didn't work out, it means that a striker that's nothing to do with those two wingers, but because they're from the same country, suddenly he won't be any good. Look at the long list of players that have come from that French league. Look at the Premier League. How many French stars have come from the French league? And yet all we do is belittle these leagues. Oh, he's only done it in France. France, by the way, where the current European champions reside in PSG. Every year, the French league is raided for these strong, powerful footballers. Ryan Cherki's just come from France. Bruno Guimaraes, to mention another one. Loads of players are coming from France, but apparently they're all rubbish because they play in the Farmers League. For me, we've got to do better with our analysis than that. And as I said, I really want to see this guy play now, and in terms of 90 minutes of football. But from the videos I've just gone and looked at, from all the data I've gone and looked at on Data MB, on BREF, on Transfer Market, this guy, it's showing that he's improving year on year. If you actually go and look at this season just gone, 24-25, compare it to season 23-24, you can actually see that he's getting better and better in every metric of his game. His heading for a small guy, I mean, he's 5'9", that's my height. And by the way, if any of you don't know how tall that is, it's not the tallest. For his heading for a 5'9" guy is good. He takes a good penalty. He's good in the penalty area, gets shots away, bow-footed, diminutive, explosive. I would take him all day long. Now, if you play one up front, I'm taking this guy over Solanke and Richie all day long. But let's take a minute to think. Maybe Thomas Frank wants someone like this. Maybe. Because he can play the two up top. And he can have Dominic Solanke as your target man, flicking them on. And you can have Kalimuendo as your player that gets in the box, in the 6-yard box, and wants to pick up scraps and score goals. Maybe he wants to play up front on his own. But it gives you options. What this guy is also very good at is when he is in the box, he's constantly twisting and turning and swiveling. And the videos are all there for everyone to go and see. He doesn't mind having his back to goal. He'll shuffle left, he'll shuffle right, and he'll get his shot away. So for me, this is the sort of player that if we saw Brighton or Bournemouth or Brentford were signing and scouting, we'd say, oh, why don't we scout players like that? Then when we do, we all complain. I'm going to break some news to you people. I don't think the likes of Jonathan David, I don't think the likes of Gyökeres, I don't think these types of players come to Tottenham. I don't think we're as attractive as some of you think we are. For me, this guy looks a good striker. Good age, 23. He's got 5 pro seasons behind him already. And he's starting to score more and more every season. And in his time at Rennes, he has a goal or assist every other game. So we know that he's getting better and better and better. Let me know your thoughts. Go and watch him play. What's your opinion of him? Or are we just going to say, oh, Danny Rose said, who is he? We have to Google him. Come on, guys and girls. We must do better with our analysis than that. Take care. Let me know your thoughts. 35, 40 million euros. Think it looks like a bargain. See you soon. Live at 5 p.m. Sava and Lubo. Ask us anything.